finished it. Looks great.
No, I understand.
That's what's good. Chips, they're not good.
No, but I eat all that stuff and then I have to change my cumin. Because that's what they do.
With American Entertainment from 70, started in 73. 4 years on the road, started in the office in 77 and left in 97.
You're out there quite a bit.
And I did 14 years with Tennessee Ernie Ford as a backup singer. And then we did production for theme parks and cruise ships.
We went directly to JSC and took the tour in the just sweltering heat and humidity.
So it is outside. I mean, we're not
A
talking.
lot of it is outside.
How was it?
I loved it.
I would
I'm a
like to do
teacher.
that.
I like all teacher things.
Yeah.
So we couldn't stay in where all the stupid stuff was. We had to ride the tram for hours at a time, blowing in the heat and the humidity to see the space module training, whatever, and see the Saturn V rockets.
How you doing, man? It's meandering. How you doing? Good. Good to see you. Martin, dude. I've been looking at you guys' pictures all the time. I've got them all over. Wouldn't believe it. Phil, dude. How you doing, man? What a trip. Likewise. Hello. Meet you. Yes. I'm on Dan's side. Cool.
1-8? All right.
You remember the end of the tour? The bus caught on fire? You have to kind of chime in on that because I missed some stuff.
Well, we had Howard Parker and I were stuck in Arkansas, this little backwoods town in Arkansas.
I remember that.
You know, and he had that big fro, and I had, by that time, you know, at the end of the tour, my hair was a little longer, and I had, you know, pretty good beard as well. And you talk about redneck
country.
That was a redneck part of the country, and Parker and I were stuck there in a motel for about 2 days waiting for a part to be shipped in from Chicago to fix the bus.
I remember that.
And I can't say I was afraid, but Parker was freaked. He wouldn't even leave the motel room. He was afraid somebody was going to get him.
So what happened to the bus when it had to catch on fire?
I don't recall.
That's how tour ended.
Well, yeah, and then we swapped. Then we swapped buses.
Yeah, and then they took us to different places to fly home.
Yeah.
But the bus. Yeah, remember the? Yeah. Oh, the bus fire. You remember the end of the tour?
Who was driving?
I don't even remember that.
Daryl.
Maybe I'd already left.
Maybe. It was very. It's a very.
It was the kids.
It was.
The end.
It was. But the whole back of the bus.
I must have missed it.
It was amazing.
No, I don't remember that. No, we're talking about different incidents then.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, not that.
We had like a flywheel broke or something. And Parker and I were stuck in Arkansas waiting for the
Oh, really? Yeah. I think I flew home or something.
Yeah, you did. We rendezvoused in the middle of the highway with some vans or something. Everybody got off the bus.
I know.
There it was, you know.
I find someone that remembers how that came down.
But the very first time I drove in New York City was a Greyhound Ford 104.
Gosh, I would never drive in New York City.
We went through the tunnel from New Jersey, come out on the other side, and I'm, 21-year-old kid driving a Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
The sphincters were sphincted, buddy.
I'll tell you.
It's high praise. I don't know what you eat. Remember, I don't know you.
That's great. You still got
Aubrey Boland. Aubrey. Why didn't he come? He should have been here. He lives in Texas.
You know, I must have talked with the boy. He's actually in Louisville now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
And what's he doing?
Well, he's trying to put a group back together, another gospel quartet or trio or something.
He had one just recently called, what was it? Somebody told me.
I don't know. He keeps rattling off these names when he's talking to me like I'm supposed to know who these people are. But I don't follow Southern gospel. You know what I'm saying? So I keep going, oh yeah, and he said, oh, and you know, here with the Booger Brothers, and
Are those the kids of Nat Niker and the Nine Nasty Nose-Pickers?
yes, I believe.
Okay, wait. Go back to Aubrey. He's gonna miss it.
We work like crazy. I even talked to his wife. I met his wife on the phone. He sort of handed off to her. I think that Joanne has some influence in their family.
Some women do, you know. You probably heard about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Once in a while.
They do.
Oh, show me.
Give me a mirror.
That's a different dynamic.
Had to go through the trash every day trying to find things.
I saw a woman that was working, was one of the CNN heroes, and I saw that she was working to help the children their jobs. We had these dumps that are thanks to
Every major country of South America, so he was from on the continental shelf. Of course, I was in Europe 5 times. I was in Asia and all that stuff.
We just went to China, which was fascinating.
I was in Hong Kong and I looked over to China window.
What to expect.
Yeah, sounds like your church has some good roots to it.
But the people were warm and friendly everywhere we went. You know, they'd come, can we take our picture with you? And they'd surround us and smile.
Yeah.
I finally asked our guys, why does everybody want our pictures taken with them? And they said, she laughed, she said, they think you have big noses.
Self-protect, too. We want people like us, but nobody's good at it.
I do too. I love it. They last like 3
Well, no, because there was another New Hope after that. Yeah. It was 71, 72. And who was the head of that? I think Wes and Gordon were leading that.
Fly on everywhere.
Right, was bass. I think Dan Roberts was very good. And they had big fans blowing, and all that did was
Outdoors?
well. Yeah.
That's right.
We're just talking about that.
And you lived? I lived to tell about it.
You were from Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma. Yeah. Larry.
Larry?
Yeah, hi. 40 years. So where are you now? Washington? Oregon. The heat wave.
Yeah, we had set some records the last few days.
I've heard. Unbelievable.
But we don't have humidity, so terrible.
Yeah. So whereabouts in Oregon?
We live in Silver Falls, which is about 45 miles south of Portland and about 50 miles east of Salem. It's that kind of mountainous valley, kind of converge out.
Yeah. I was in Bend about 2 months ago. Beautiful country. Just love it out there.
It's a favorite place for us and a lot of people to go, especially down there for skiing.
Yeah. We were there on golf outing. I go with 7 other guys once a year. Pack bunch of golf courses.
I'm honored to welcome you, along with the steering committee and Justin and his wonderful staff.
Never Never were groups treated so well.
Yeah, there's more truth to that, you know.
No chicken dinners.
It is our hope that we continue to improve upon that to make up for some of the times which we traveled. We are going to be having people coming as the weekend progresses. So if you see somebody who looks lost,
They are.
and are about the right age,
They should tear the car up.
just mosey on up and say, "Do we know you?" And then please make them feel welcome when they arrive too. This weekend would not have been possible without Justin and his staff.
Yeah.
And none of us are ever going to know just how impossible it would have been without Justin and his staff. I don't, maybe some of you could have done something like this, but it has been an incredible effort that they've made. But it's also been a labor of love for them too. And so through the course of the remaining part of this weekend, as the days progress, I would encourage you to seek them out and express yourself to them in regard to the things they did to make this the weekend it is. And you might pass that message on along to the ones that arrive a little bit later too. But I want Justin to come up here, not now. I want you.
Don't get close.
Dan, is this going to go much longer because it's way past my bedtime?
Yeah, we know.
Still that way. As a first act of thank you, let's thank Justin as he comes in.
The idea of putting a reunion together did not start even 18 months ago. I have been spending Christmases with Gordy and Lucia Simmons probably 30 out of the last 40 years. I have watched their kids grow up. I've become Uncle Justin to their daughters. It has become an annual ritual. I've gotten to know their friends in Detroit. We get caught up whenever I get back in town. And some of you I have managed to ignore for 40 years. I'm sorry. But Gordy and Lucia I have spent time with. Gordy was the best man at my wedding, which failed miserably.
Wait, best man part? I thought he did okay.
Yeah, the annual trek to Detroit usually starts with a conversation that we have in October and November, and I usually say, well, is it still okay, if I come spend Christmas with you all, or should I just send the money? Stay home.
He never sends them. It's gonna happen.
Starting about 10 years ago, Lucia would say to me on one of these trips, so how's that New Hope reunion plans coming? Yeah. And I would say to her, yeah, how's it going? You've been working on that? Tell me how. And we did this back and forth. It became a routine. And of course, nothing ever got done. And then something happened to me personally. I got an invitation from Sharon Ware to attend Craig's 60th birthday party in Los Angeles.
Dude.
I did not go, but I thought to myself,
Did you send money?
no, I didn't do either. I thought, holy crap, 60.
I thought the same thing. Hey, no spaces when you talk. Remember?
No, first thing I heard was that some of my old friends had they'd had a heart attack, and then there was this kind of illness going on, and it started to occur to me that if we didn't start planning this frickin' reunion, we wouldn't be around to have a reunion. And so a couple years ago, I was in Detroit. We were sitting in front of the fireplace at Gordy and Lucius, and we said, you know what? We better do this while we can. Otherwise, we'll be in the nursing home with regrets. And that's how this started. And that was a little more than 2 years ago. We decided to try and do something that would be both enjoyable, that would be about us and for us. We would eat and drink and carry on in such a way that would be fitting of 60-year-olds, but still be the envy of the people that might happen to walk past this room.
Saw a lady in a walker. I think Wes dated her.
Yeah.
I have my standards.
Anyway, so the last 18 months have been just great fun for us. My business partner and my first cousin, Kimberly Patterson, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yeah.
Kimberly has been, as you know, sort of the nuts and bolts of this whole effort. Her daughter's getting married 2 weeks from Saturday. Oh my gosh. She's a little like this. You know?
Don't offer me any caffeine.
As the phone calls have come in, as the emails have been read, I of course have had to go in and explain to Kim who you are. and I would relate a story or a story that I heard from somebody else. Oh, yeah. For those of you that I didn't actually tour with, and she would go, now wait a minute, who's Dan Robbins? How many times has he been married? Oh, that's right. That was Dan Burgess.
Dan gets the last word.
I want to go on the record. I never asked that question.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Here's the net. It's so much fun. I've had fun being able to explain to my cousin, who I had not seen for many years, where I came from and what was important to me and why. And she's been incredibly entertained with the stories. and every time the phone rings and we have located somebody, and I hear the voice, and the voice matches the memory I had when I was 18. I'm stunned to see what you all look like. But my memory is really quite clear. I was the youngest in the group at that time. That's right. Thank you. I still am. Being a part of New Hope that year, I had a chance to play with people who were not peers, but they were sort of at a different level than where I was. I had heard about some of you by reputation before I ever got a chance to play with you. And so for me, it was more than a defining moment, really. Some people think maybe I peaked early.
No peeking.
As this is unfolded, there are conversations that I would have, and I would get off the phone and I would walk into Kim's office and say, "You won't believe who I just talked to. We found Bill Shank. We've been looking for the man for 12 months. We didn't know where he was. We found Bill Shank. He sounds just the same Don't go there. So, I guess the net is that we have already had our fun, frankly. If we didn't get to be here, and it would be enough. But we got a chance to do this next 3 days with you as well.
Yeah.
And it is our great pleasure and honor to have had something to do with putting this together. My thanks also to our steering committee.
Yes.
Dan Burgess, of course, Gordy and Lucia Simmons, Eddie and Marcia Biddy, Wes Turner, and
Gimme.
Daryl. Oh yeah, where is Daryl?
Plane.
Oh yeah. Daryl couldn't be with us tonight.
He's going to be here late-ish on Friday.
He'll make the downbeat.
Late-ish.
So, the schedule for the rest of the week. What's that?
He wasn't coming because you did send the money.
Tomorrow is a day just to hang and do what we're doing tonight. There's nothing scheduled until dinner. So between the hospitality suite, all of the amenities that the resort offers, you are free to rock and roll all day long. Saturday will be great fun.
Yeah.
Not just because it'll be fun, but we're going to be able to play and sing with production that we never had 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I am most excited to actually hear what we might have sounded like.
We should have laid down the tracks about 20 years ago and used Pro Tools to fix them up.
So that'll be Saturday. We will start at 1 o'clock.
Cool.
We will be done at 6, and we will meet in the lobby to go to a for real Texas barbecue on Saturday night. Sorry, let me just also reference the work that Craig did recently. We found a half a dozen songs that our folks felt were important enough that we perform or have the opportunity to perform, the option to perform, and they were incomplete. Not all of the parts were there. Craig, up until 15 minutes ago, has been transcribed. Just like the road.
In typical continental fashion.
Has been completing those parts, those that were missing. And so we want to thank Craig for all of his hard work. So that's for the rest of the weekend.